My name is Chuck Byrd. I'm the land steward with the Nature Conservancy. I've got a forestry background. I've worked private consultants, international paper up in Virginia, and most recently with the Nature Conservancy, doing land management, not only on our preserves, but also working with private landowners. And in this part of the world, we're working with large private landowners that have sort of a conservation mindset. People that are interested in not only timber for revenue, but timber for hunting quail, or just because they like to ride their $60,000 pickup trucks through the woods and see the really beautiful woods. The Nature Conservancy has 2 seasonal burn crews that we bring in, middle of January, and they run till May. It's four people with associated Type 7 engines. It's a pickup truck with a 150-gallon slip-on, and we act as, in a lot of cases, force multipliers. If y'all are familiar with that term, we won't necessarily pull permits when we're working with Forest Service down at the Conecuh or state lands, but we will add experienced crew to help them meet their objectives. Several times in the last couple of years, TNC has been over 50% of these federal or state crews. And a lot of times, because of our local knowledge, we're able to assist people that come in from out of state with the feds to help burn. That gets us a lot of contact with not only the Fed partners, but the neighbors to the Fed partners. Being a 501c3, it's easier for us to work with private landowners than, say, state lands or federal partners. We can, we'll burn their property for free. We have a good relationship with Eric Spudzinski and the Partners Program. They help fund our some of our burn teams, but we're also working with some NIFWIF money, and we can offer the service in certain areas for free. In a couple of instances, we've actually charged the standard forestry commission rate of $20 per hour for landowners that require more assistance or have an agreement basically to continue on in perpetuity for conservation. That's one of the ways that we work with fire and promoting Gopher Tortoise habitat, but also we have Splinter Hill Bog Preserve right down the road. It's right across the street from the state Splinter Hill Bog Preserve, and gets confusing, I think, for a lot of people. But we've been, I guess it's a soft release or hard release site where basically we just take away tortoises and let them go and let them find their own way, free range relocations. But recently, this past year, we've gone in and had a pen installed. We're actually going to start doing more the penned release over time. Though, because it is a bog, we have some really great sandhills that we burn every couple of years, pretty much like clockwork, surrounded by pitcher plant bogs. So, you've got great ridges and easy access for prescribed burning because you just burn it down into the logs and it eventually goes out. But we're currently short a person down in this part of the world. There's a ecological services company that stole our director of forest conservation that won't be named, but we will be looking to to replace Brent Shaver here in the near future, because he has much better hair than I do and is a much better speaker. It's a personal joke if you know Brent. Yeah. But anyway, so we are able to help burn private landowners, and if NRCS folks or any of us, the Forestry Commission or state lands, if y'all are out there working and you come across landowners that need assistance and have that conservation mindset in this part of the world and in central Alabama, we're able to help to a limited degree. So I think my contact info is on the sheet. Just shoot me an email or a text. I'm normally in the truck, so. Yeah, that's kind of our, that's one of our, I don't want to say specialties, but we go in and get that first difficult burn in. There was several landowners that we've done that for, and a lot of times they'll come out and watch us burn, kind of hang out. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not good. But we get them comfortable with the idea of fire on the ground and do that heavy lifting of that first hazard reduction. And while we're working with that landowner to get the fire lines in and getting them interested in the idea of prescribed fire, we also can promote other species besides longleaf and sort of the native grass restoration and understand what their goals are and kind of gently focus them in one direction that maybe benefit to multiple species. If you build it, they will come. Now, granted, Gopher tortoise can't really go, but if you build it, there might be other ecological benefits. So, oh, and super excited, we're going to start working with wildlife and freshwater fisheries. We've burned with state parks, but we just signed an MOU. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes this year. Because we work with, we used to own the timber at Perdido, and we did a lot of burning out there, and it's great to see what y'all have done with it and all the work y'all put in. And thank you.